welcome back to another edition of Monday Night Raw is War. This, as always, is the 101 at ringside. We are still on the road to WrestleMania, but that road is getting short by the day because we are less than 1 week away until the granddaddy of them all, which means it's nearly time for the Undertaker versus Chris Jericho for the World Wrestling Federation Championship for the first time ever on pay-per-view. Our match on Sunday, a dream match to some, sure to go down as a true WrestleMania classic. But before we even get to Mania, both these superstars are in action on Raw is War here this evening, because in tonight's main event, the World Wrestling Federation Champion, the American Badass, The Undertaker, will be taking on the returning NWO member Scott Hall. And also, the challenger come Sunday, Chris Jericho, will be defending his own championship here tonight when he takes on the winner of last week's viewer's choice, Edge. If those two matches weren't enough, we're also finally going to be finding out who is going to be Mick Foley's tag team partner at WrestleMania for that huge GM versus GM winner-take-all tag team match when the cerebral assassin Triple H goes face to face with whomever that might be in this very Raw is War ring. So let's kick this show off in style, opening up tonight's edition of Monday Night Raw is War, Chris Jericho versus Edge, one-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship. So, the challenger coming out first. As we know, Edge, one of the most impressive superstars in the entire World Wrestling Federation. One half of one of the most successful tag teams of all time. In fairness, has had quite a nice solo run as well, but a victory tonight will make Edge once again the Intercontinental Champion. Not only winning the championship, but defeating the man that will be one half of the main event on Sunday. That will be quite a feat for Edge. And I'm sure a victory here will not only make Edge the champion, but could potentially propel Edge into bigger heights here on Raw is War. Nevertheless, this match will not be easy. Edge taking on the self-proclaimed King of the World. Jericho, the man that attacked The Undertaker a few weeks ago now, putting Taker on a shelf for several weeks. The Undertaker so far has failed his attempts to get his hands on Y2J, although come WrestleMania, Chris Jericho will have nowhere to run. Jericho faces the dead man one-on-one on the biggest stage in them all for the biggest prize in this business, the World Wrestling Federation Championship. Two legends in this business, both incredible runs in this company. For whatever reason, their paths have never really crossed in the World Wrestling Federation, but their paths will cross on Sunday. Jericho take up WrestleMania main event for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. But that is Sunday, and this is tonight. Edge Jericho for the IC Championship. This one immediately underway. Some nice exchanges by both superstars. Oh, Edge going for a hip toss, but Jericho reversing it. This one swinging back and forth. Edge now in the corner. Referee calling for the clean break. I thought Jericho was obliging. Not the case. Jericho the cheap shot. Edge, one of the most intense superstars on this roster, does not look happy. And now Edge, a former tag team champion, going to work on Y2J, the snap DDT. Jericho reeling in the early moments. But as quick as that, Jericho, a savvy veteran. Oh, again Edge. Plenty of counters in the early going. And now the former member of the Brood, taking it to the reigning champion. Jericho, the veteran, knows every trick in the book, every available reversal. Whether you love Jericho or hate Jericho, you cannot deny Jericho is one of the most talented superstars in the entire World Wrestling Federation. But will those talents be enough to defeat the Phenom on Sunday? I guess we will see. As we heard at the top of the show, The Undertaker will be in action here this evening. He'll be facing off against the returning Scott Hall. It's been some time since we've seen Scott Hall, so that match sure to be an interesting one. That's still to come. Also still to come, Triple H will be going face to face with Mick Foley's WrestleMania tag team partner, Well, that was sure to be a must-watch moment. Many assuming that due to Mick Foley being the SmackDown General Manager, that we'll be seeing a SmackDown Superstar this evening. That remains to be seen, but we will find out either way in just a little bit. So, plenty of awesome action lined up on tonight's show. The fans in the arena are currently enjoying it. Hopefully you're enjoying it at home as well. And so far, we have been treated to quite the opening matchup. Jericho Edge going all out for this championship. And what a move by Edge, a fantastic manoeuvre. Not a manoeuvre we see too often by Edge, but Edge going into his bag of tricks here this evening, going all out to defeat Jericho to become the new champion. And look at Jericho, in typical Jericho fashion, the right to the eye. But again, Edge ready for it. And Jericho could find himself in trouble now. The suplex to the outside of the ring. Certainly not the best preparation for Y2J heading to WrestleMania. In now Edge, down the top right, high risk, high reward. What is Edge going for? And Edge delivering a massive spear off that top rope, but Edge waiting too much time. If that was in the ring, this match could be over. Though as we are seeing, getting Jericho back in the ring is taking up some precious seconds. The crowd willing Edge to go for that cover, and he finally does, but is it enough? It is not, and I think Edge knows it. The frustration on Edge's face, clear to see. Edge knows a wasted opportunity there. And that wasted opportunity could beat Jericho's chance to get back into this one. The tilt-roll backbreaker, a great move by the defending champion. The offense now going to continue. Edge on the apron and the triangle dropkick. Jericho, that springboard maneuver. And Edge, who was in firm control with a super spear only moments ago, now find themselves on the receiving end of some offense by Y2J. And this is why Y2J is the champion, and this is why Y2J is going to be one half of the WrestleMania main event on Sunday. Jericho, as you already said, one of the most successful in-ring talents here on Raw as well. And Jericho's recent run potentially has been Jericho's best run since entering the Federation back in 1999. In recent weeks, Jericho defeated the likes of Kane in a cage match, not to mention Stone Cold Steve Austin in a double contenders match. So if Jericho can defeat Edge this evening, that is 3 massive names Jericho has defeated back to back. And if he can defeat Edge this evening, can he go one better and defeat the Phenom on Sunday? We will see. So far, full credit to Edge. He has withstood everything Jericho has thrown at him. Edge again going to the promised land, going for that spear the second time. This time not connecting. Jericho reversing the spear, and now a lion salt. A lion salt from nowhere. This match could be over. Jericho even more still the champion. Not this time. Edge somehow, some way kicking out of a lion salt. And that move has put down some of the biggest names in this business. But somehow, some way, Edge finding the will, finding the fight to continue. Again, Edge with try and jump and pull back to his feet. Oh, Jericho. Nice reversal, Irish whip. And the Edge-o-matic. The Edge-o-matic by Edge. Not going for the cover. Deciding it looks like he needs one more big maneuver. And a downward spiral. But a very fatigued downward spiral. Edge and Jericho fatigued as they come. Neither man can take advantage, and both men crawling back to their feet. These two great superstars now face to face. These two leaving all in the ring, putting it all on the line for the Intercontinental Championship. A championship that has had many great champions down the years, multiple Hall of Famers. And to Jericho's credit, I'm sure Jericho will go down as one of the best intercontinental champions of all time. But Edge once again finding that fire. The comeback moment in Jericho's reign as a champion could be in grave danger. Edge now. The vertical suplex powerbomb. Not something we see by Edge too often. Going for the downward spiral for a second time. Oh, the reverse downward spiral. And that move done with much intensity. Edge going to the corner. Gonna be going for that signature spear. Here we go. Oh, but not connecting. Jericho reversing the spear. Jericho's turn out. Return to the offense. Oh, spoke too soon. Jericho. The Hurricane reversed by Edge. And a massive jackknife powerbomb. Once again, this could be Edge's moment. Edge could be seconds away from becoming the new champion. Going for the spear a second time. And for the second time, the spear reversed into a massive DDT. Edge spiked down on the mat. And now the eye rake. Right in front of the referee. Referee not doing much about it. Oh, now the roll up. Not this way. Surely not this way. And can you believe it? Edge kicking out yet again. But a groggy Edge walking in to the breakdown. The breakdown by Jericho. And if the breakdown wasn't enough, the walls of Jericho now. Nowhere for Edge to go. Edge almost immediately tapping out. The Ayatollah of Rock and Roller. Victorious yet again. We said it earlier, Jericho, no doubt about it, is on one of the best runs of his WWE career. In recent weeks alone has defeated the likes of Steve Austin, Kane, and now adding Edge to that list. Can Jericho add the Fiend on the Undertaker to that list on Sunday? That remains to be seen, but as far as tonight goes, yet again, Chris Jericho standing victorious. Again, Jericho's opponent at WrestleMania will be in action later this evening. The Dead Man will be facing Scott Hall. That match still to come. However, up next, the Game Triple H, who will be Vince McMahon's tag team partner at WrestleMania in that massive GM vs GM winner-take-all tag team match, will be coming out in the Raw Arena in just a matter of moments, because the Cerebral Assassin will be going face-to-face with Mick Foley's tag team partner for WrestleMania, whoever that might be. So last week, Triple H, the son-in-law of the boss, Mr. McMahon, was revealed to be McMahon's tag team partner for the WrestleMania tag team match. Triple H decimating Mick Foley, leaving Mick Foley a bloody mess in the middle of the Raw ring. Or actually out of the ring, in fact, as it was a pedigree through the announcers table that done the damage last week, not to mention several sledgehammer shots. Mick Foley not here this evening, and God only knows what kind of condition Foley will be in for WrestleMania. But either way, come Sunday, Foley will not be alone. He has got a tag team partner, and that tag team partner not yet revealed, but will be revealed in just a few moments. Many assuming that tag team partner will be a SmackDown superstar. Keeping in mind Mick Foley is of course the SmackDown general manager. So SmackDown and Raw superstars don't interact too often, so this one should be interesting, whoever it might be. Triple H, the Game, the Cerebral Assassin. The guy has got many deserved monikers. One of the best in this business. About to go face to face with Foley's tag team partner. Who is it going to be? Who is going to be tagging with Foley for WrestleMania? We're about to find out. And can you believe it? The glass shatters, and that can only mean one superstar. Stone Cold Steve Austin making his way to the Raw ring. But this must mean that come WrestleMania, Stone Cold Steve Austin will be Mick Foley's tag team partner. Triple H waiting for him, still chair in hand. But the Game does not want any part of Stone Cold Steve Austin. We can't believe it. I don't think Triple H can believe it. We assumed it would be a SmackDown superstar. That is not the case, as Raw's very own Stone Cold Steve Austin will be Mick Foley's tag team partner. Come the granddaddy of them all. These two, no strangers to each other, face to face. But Triple H wants no part of Austin this evening. The game turned his back. So we'll see Austin yet again proven to be a major thorn on the side of this McMahon, and a new chapter of that rivalry will be wrote come WrestleMania. So come Sunday, Triple H and Mr. McMahon taking on Mick Foley and Stone Steve Austin in that humongous GM versus GM winner-take-all tag team match. What a match that one is going to be. And speaking of matches, let's quickly run down the WrestleMania card as it currently stands and what matches are going to be seen come Sunday. So as we literally just found out moments ago, come WrestleMania it will be Mick Foley and Steve Austin taking on Mr. McMahon and his son-in-law Triple H. This one going to be Raw GM versus SmackDown GM in a winner-take-all tag team match. 2 GMs will enter, but only one will leave. One of these 2 men after WrestleMania will control the entire WWE. But who will it be, Mr. McMahon or Mick Foley? We'll be finding out on Sunday. Also at WrestleMania, a SmackDown feud filled with plenty of bad blood, but ironically kicked off last month at Bad Blood. It's going to be Bray Wyatt taking on the legend known as Sting. This one certainly past versus present, and a match that many fans are looking forward to seeing. Sticking with SmackDown, another massive match confirmed for the show of shows. It's former tag team partners colliding, John Cena versus Daniel Bryan. As we know, these two were once a massively successful tag team on SmackDown. That was until, of course, John Cena not only turned his back on Daniel Bryan, but turned his back on the entire WWE universe. This one, certainly a match to look out for. It's Cena versus Bryan at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, the Hardcore Champion, the Big Red Hardcore Machine Kane, has issued an open challenge for his Hardcore Championship, which is open to both Raw and SmackDown superstars. Who will step up and dare challenge the Demon in such a dangerous environment at the show of shows? We will find out on Sunday. Earlier today, we had yet another massive match announced for the show. For the first time ever, we're going to be having a 10-man WrestleMania Rumble, which will feature 5 Raw and 5 SmackDown superstars, with the winner earning a shot at his brand's champion anytime, anywhere over the course of the next 12 months. Superstars currently confirmed for this match include Kevin Nash and William Regal from Raw, and Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns from SmackDown. Now onto the 2 main events, and it can't get much bigger on this one. Seth Rollins defends his World Heavyweight Championship against Shawn Michaels in not just any match, but in a ladder match. Will Seth Rollins' dominant reign continue on SmackDown, or will Mr. WrestleMania add yet another WrestleMania moment to his already legendary career? And the Raw main event for the World Wrestling Federation Championship, it is going to be The Undertaker versus Chris Jericho. Now, for all the years these 2 superstars have been in the World Wrestling Federation, their paths have never crossed on such a big stage. However, their paths will cross come Sunday when it's champion versus champion, Taker versus Jericho, for the biggest prize in this business, the World Wrestling Federation Championship. So a massive match for Taker on Sunday, but before Taker can get to Sunday, he's in action up next, because coming up now, it is going to be Scott Hall versus The Undertaker, and that match is coming up right about now. It has been some time since we have seen Scott Hall. Scott Hall, of course, representing the NWO. Despite the confusion, the NWO still exists on Monday Night Raw as well. That group currently consisting of Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and The Big Show. Going by their own standards, I would say a quiet month or 2, although the NWO still active on Raw, and I'm sure big things to come for that group. Nevertheless though, Scott Hall, who we've not seen in a few weeks now, making his Raw return, and what a massive way to make his return, Scott Hall versus The Undertaker. What a Raw main event this one is going to be. Of course, we saw The Undertaker's WrestleMania opponent on Sunday, Chris Jericho, in action earlier this evening. Jericho successfully defeating Edge, so the challenger on Sunday, a successful Raw this evening. Will The Undertaker follow suit? Will The Undertaker go into Mania with a victory behind him following Raw as well? We'll find out in this main event, because Undertaker versus Scott Hall, a massive match coming up in just a matter of moments. A great crowd was seen then, ready for this main event. The bell has been rung and this one is underway. Scott Hall versus The Undertaker. Some interesting early exchanges. Classic Undertaker, one of the best brawlers in this business. Oh, but Scott Hall reversing that one. And I'm a short arm clothesline. This match, not for the championship, although if Scott Hall can take down the champion, then surely that is going to mean a championship opportunity in the near future for the former Razor Ramon. Hall now in the corner, looking for a big move, and hits a big clothesline off the second rope. The second rope clothesline, going for the early cover. But Taker kicking out after not only a 1 count, it is going to take a much more amount to take down the dead man, that's for sure. I think Scott Hall knows it. There is no keeping Taker down. And Taker back to his feet and taking Scott Hall down the hard way. Scott Hall now crashing down the outside of the ring. And these two men with the brawling styles. Some great opening moments in this matchup. What an edition of Raw this has been. We saw Jericho versus Edge kick off Raw in style. In a great matchup, Jericho successful in that one, leaving Raw still the champion. Not too long ago, we saw Stone Cold Steve Austin revealed as Mick Foley's tag team partner for WrestleMania, confirming Triple H and Mr. McMahon taking on Mick Foley and Austin in that tag team winner-take-all match on Sunday. And now this main event, great action early on. Taker versus Scott Hall. And Scott Hall not seen too much action recently. Looks like he's looking for another big maneuver. Taker groggy, slowly to his feet. Oh, but running in to a massive big boot by the dead man. The American Badass almost torn in Hall now. And look at this. Scott Hall going toe to toe with the Phenom. Scott Hall, in fairness, looking impressive this evening. A big power slam moments ago. Setting Taker up. Is he going to be going for that devastating Razor's Edge? Signaling for it. Here we go. Razor's Edge time. But The Undertaker, as agile as they come for a 7-footer, out of the Razor's Edge, going downstairs. And just like that, Taker telling this matchup on its side. Old school time. This is classic Deadman. Walking out top rope. The coming blow. Scott Hall taken down the hard way. But Scott Hall, the veteran in his own right, reversing that one, the big arm drag. Scott Hall doing everything possible to keep The Undertaker down, although easier said than done. So far, The Undertaker has withstood all of his offense. Can you believe it? Scott Hall going for a chokeslam on Taker. Oh, Taker not impressed. Look at that, Scott Hall in trouble. A massive chokeslam by Taker. Almost chokeslamming Scott Hall out of his boots. And this one, as quick as that, could be coming towards an end. Scott Hall about to be sent for his ride. Not just any ride, a last ride. The American Badass, The Undertaker, with a devastating last ride. Taker making short work of Scott Hall. Scott Hall, to his credit, a brave showing, but when it's all said and done, as we have seen time and time again over the last decade, The Undertaker, as dangerous as they come, another victory tonight on Raw as War for the dead man. but will Taker be victorious come Sunday when Taker meets Jericho, champion versus champion, for Taker's World Wrestling Federation Championship? And speaking of the devil, look who's at ringside. Chris Jericho showing more disrespect to the Phenom. But Jericho might want to turn around because the Big Red Machine, the Undertaker's brother Kane, behind Jericho. And now throwing Y2J into the ring, or should I say throwing him into the Undertaker's yard. Since that attack on Undertaker a few weeks ago, so far the Undertaker has not got his hands on Y2J, but that time has come to an end. The Undertaker all over Jericho. Jericho in a world of trouble. And if you thought it couldn't get much worse, then you would be wrong. Because what's worse than the Undertaker and what's worse than Kane is the Undertaker and Kane aligned. And that's what we are seeing. The Brothers of Destruction back together again. And look at this. A massive double chokeslam there by the Undertaker and Kane. The Brothers of Destruction dismantling the challenger come Sunday. Again, it will be the Undertaker versus Jericho in the main event of WrestleMania. Will Jericho even make it at WrestleMania? If there is one man you don't want to piss off, it's the Undertaker. Jericho now being sent for the ride. The Brothers of Destruction together again, and more importantly, the Undertaker standing tall over Chris Jericho. But who will be standing tall on Sunday? What kind of shape will Jericho even be in come Sunday when it's Jericho versus the Undertaker on the biggest stage for the biggest prize? Jericho versus Taker at WrestleMania.